Gosh, your girl got a new camera and a new ring light. Thank you, babe. Like, who is this? Oh my god. Hi everyone, it's Kenya aka Tamon Rebel, and I am here with a currently watching drama. I think since I'm so far in, it can't be a first impressions video anymore. So I'm just going to talk about what I'm currently watching, and it's a show called Run On. It stars Siwon from Zia, Z-E:A. I don't know how that's supposed to be pronounced. Shin Se-kyung, Soo-young from Girls' Generation, and Taeho from Surprise. Siwon's character, Sungyeom, is a national track athlete. I believe he does short distance, so sprints and 100, 200 dashes, all that good stuff. He encounters some issues within his national team, things that are being done in the background that people aren't speaking up for, and he wants justice. So the first part of the show is kind of deals with all of that. It extends to the rest of it, but that's the main beginning part. And Miju, played by Shin Se-kyung, is a translator. So she translates English movies or American or foreign films to have Korean subtitles in the theaters. So she's very proud and waits all the way to the end credits to see her name pop up. And she's a freelancer, so she kind of just gets jobs as they come and tries to save as much money as she can. It's a struggle out here. And Dana, played by Soo-young, is the CEO of the company that manages and sponsors Sungyeom. She is hard to like, but she's also very likable. If you like those types of very aggressive, knows what they want kind of woman, she kind of rubs people the wrong way. And then you have Younghwa, who's played by Taeho, who's just this art college student who is basically just living life, trying to, get his assignments done. But he meets Dana and kind of instantly falls in love. She's just this older woman with this grace and who's just very attractive, and he tries to shoot his shot. That's where that couple goes. Basically, everyone lives their own life. I think that's the one thing I really like about the show, is that every character has a separate life outside of their romance line. This show is not driven by the romance itself. A lot of stuff happens individually, and then the people kind of come together later and talk about what happened and if they could help them or if they can rely on them later. It's very individually character based. Sungyeom and Miju are introduced to each other by Miju being his translator for an interview in Jeju-do. The only reason she got the job is because she offended her old professor from her school, and the only way to make it up to him was to be able to take this job, which was a bit underhanded because the job is meant for Sungyeom's dad, and Sungyeom's dad is he's a politician. That's all I remember. Sungyeom's dad is a politician, and he wanted to use the translator to keep a close eye on him. But Miju is not about that life. Miju is a real chill girl who only does what she needs to do for herself and looks out for herself. So that's how they end up meeting. So after the interview in Jeju, they keep in contact with each other. Sungyeom is going through his own thing, and Miju's going through her own thing. So while they're going through their own stories, they keep just kind of coming back to each other. Miju started wanting to get to know him more too, and when he finally stands up to his dad for various reasons, he's left kind of wandering, kind of figure out what's going on in his life, and things happen and they get closer. I am 10 episodes in, and honestly those 10 episodes seemed so short because the story is just amazingly well paced. Amazingly well paced. I love that Miju has been fighting hard to be a translator, and she's doing her dream job, even though it's hard and she doesn't get to sleep a lot. She knows it's something that she loves doing. I love Sungyeom. Even though he's like super stoic, he has this charismatic presence with him because he seems kind of naive to a fault, but this dude is so smart. He grows from that and becomes a better character. I don't really get to see mature couples a lot depicted in dramas, like realistic mature couples where the females don't have to always be with their man and the men don't always have to be running after the female. Not all their stuff has to be connected, you know? So it's really nice seeing that our main girl has her own life. It's really nice seeing that our main guy has his own life, and then come back together as a couple and just talking about the decisions they made. It was so heartwarming. I guess I should explain the characters a bit, because a lot of people don't watch shows when the characters don't match their expectations. So Sungyum is basically he's from a rich family. His father's a politician, his mother's a famous actress, his sister is a pro world star golfer. And he's a national athlete. This is a family made around to look like the perfect picture family, and he has suffered for that, always doing things that he didn't want to do, but he did anyway for his family's sake. With that surrounding him, he's not the rich guy you would imagine. Like, there's a lot of tropes in this show, from rich guy to poor girl to bitchy CEO and broke college student. They don't take the same angle as most other shows do. So knowing he's the rich guy doesn't make him automatically the asshole, you know? So he is nowhere near an asshole. He's actually really sweet and naive. They never mention his age. But Siwon in real life is 32 years old, but they never mention his age in the show. But Miju in the show is supposed to be 29 and he's older than her. I guess he's still 32. I don't know. But he acts like he doesn't know anything. Or maybe he really doesn't. He's only known running and doing sports and making his family happy. So he's not really good at communicating with people. He is very intuitive and sentimental, empathetic. He is kind of the perfect guy in all ways, shape, and form. All right, and Miju, she sticks up for herself, especially in a situation where people are looking down on her, in a situation where people tell her to stay in her place. She knows her place. And she knows dang well she never wanted to get out of her place, but yet now she likes the assemblyman's son. So it's like, well, either I be complacent in my position now, or I decide to say I like him. And in one scene that really got me, which was great, instead of the classic wrist grab in K-dramas, okay, instead of him taking her wrist and saying, "Screw my father, let's go," she took his wrist and said, "Screw your father, let's go." Okay, she didn't say that, but that was her what she was implying. I applauded her for that. I really did. I applaud Miju in almost every episode. And for anyone who shits on Shin Se-kyung's acting, honestly, I keep giving her a chance, because honestly, I just really like her voice. Her voice is very soothing to me for some reason. Half of her roles just aren't good. It really doesn't really have anything to do with her acting or her face, just that her roles aren't good. And I think she deserves to play more roles like Miju. She deserves to play characters who are very charismatic, who are very persevering, who are very determined women. And I didn't even know she was fluent in English. Her English voice. Girl crush. Let's talk about the second couple real quick. So Dana, played by Soo-young, is a very arrogant, haughty, cocky CEO. You get to her family background soon enough, yes, but she is still very mean. But she does it in such a sexy way. I don't have the right words for this. She pisses me off, but she's also very fun. She's just so arrogant. And because of her family situation, I honestly put nothing against her, but other than how she treats her sibling. If you watch it, you'll see what I mean. But other than that, I think Dana is a really interesting character, but she is very, 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 very cocky, very arrogant. Younghwa, Taeyo's character, is a bit overly confident, but I mean, he has the face, he has the body, he pretty much has everything for a handsome college student to be able to attract all the females. But now his surprise is, now he wants to go after the very high demanding CEO of a company. You're a broke college student. She owns a whole company and is an executive director of her family's main business. She's got money. I don't know where he got the confidence to think he can pull her, but he has a lot of confidence. A lot. And I'm not gonna lie, he kind of does work it very well. Like, even if I was trying to play hard to get, him playing harder to get was kind of working. But this couple, pray for this couple, because they are a piece of work. These two are very prideful. So I'm still, only 10 episodes in. I still got 6 more episodes to go. I don't know what's gonna happen with them, but just know our main couple are great. And I really, really, really recommend this show. Sorry if this is all over the place, because I kind of just sat down and started talking. But I really, really recommend this show for anyone who likes romances and are looking for a more mature, realistic show that doesn't focus simply on the couple, but on the events around the couples, around the people, to show them how they actually interact with each other. It's nice to know that not every single episode is going to be just about them being together or trying to get together. Very natural show. The chemistry is great. The dialogue is amazing. Honestly, I'm so happy I decided to watch the show. I'm so happy this is the first show I decided to pick up for this new year. And I will most likely do a whole review on it later on. So before I see the ending. Right now, this is a high 10. This is like a 10 for me right now. Until the ending. Let's see how the ending goes. Alright, thank you everyone. Sorry for just rambling about the show, but I'm really enjoying it right now. And I binged it in like a day and a half. So, alright, until next time. Bye.